Hey everybody, your favorite loser here. This is something I wanted to just do special for the New Year's. I have seen a lot of movies and TV series this year, and I wanted to narrow it down to my top 10 favorite of 2025. And just know when this list, it's like 1 through 10, and know that 10 does not mean like it's dog shit, it was horrible. 10 means it was good, it just didn't make, you know, my all-time favorite. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So for number 10, starting off, we are going to put Thunderbolts in number 10. Now, Thunderbolts was a film, Marvel film released this year in May. It is a film that I really, really liked because I'm not going to lie to you. I do watch all the Marvel films when they come out. Exception, I didn't watch the Marvels in theaters because I didn't care. And it after this whole like streak that Marvel's been on with, slop after flop, oh yeah. I thought seeing Thunderbolts, I was a little worried, but gosh darn it, they pulled it off. They really brought me back to feeling like the MCU was back, and it was a great film. It had a much darker tone than the other Marvel films, and it was amazing. I'm not going to get too spoiled. I'm not going to try to dive too deep into spoilers with the films if you haven't seen them, but another one. Well, not another one. My favorite character in that was Sentry / Bob / The Void. He was probably the highlight. I know people say Yelena was the highlight. I think Sentry / The Void was the highlight of the film. I really liked it, and it sets up the next phase of Marvel perfectly. So that was number 10 for me. Alright, so the next film when it comes to number 9 in ranking is going to be 28 Years Later. Now, I've been a pretty big follower and fan of the 28 franchise, I guess, 28 Days franchise. I remember seeing 28 Days Later when I was pretty young, around, I don't know, maybe 13 or something, and I was like, wow, this is a good film. It was horrifying, because like, the zombies, the infected that get, like, within 15 seconds you're infected, that was pretty horrifying to me. And then 28 Weeks Later, they followed it up. I'd say 28 Weeks Later was a decently worthy sequel. And I will say 28 Years Later was very, very good. I saw it in, like, opening night. It was a very, very good film. And the editing, some of the editing, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like when they shoot the infected with the arrows and like it freezes and then switches to another camera angle. I know that some people say like it was made for critics, like with some of the editing stuff. I really liked it, so I'm not going to complain. Had a good storyline, and all the scenes with the infected were great. Like I was getting like, I was feeling tense because these scenes with the infected were so good. And Danny Boyle did an amazing job. So, yep, 28 Years Later is worthy of number 9. Now, when it comes to number 8, this is actually going to be a TV series this time. Number 8 is going to It, Welcome to Derry. Now, It, Welcome to Derry, I would say, when I first heard that they were making an It prequel series, I was a little perturbed. I was just like, for TV, I wonder how they're going to do this, and like, but I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, just push all my, doubts away and watch it. And I finished all 8 episodes, and holy shit, Pennywise in this series makes Vecna from Stranger Things season 4 and 5 look like a fucking chump. Like, Vecna is doing absolutely nothing. Pennywise is amazing in this series. Bill Skarsgård, you killed it in this series. I don't want to give it away too spoiler because it's just a series you have to watch by yourself. So yeah, It, Welcome to Derry deserves number 8. All right, and it's for number 7. I know people are gonna like be like, what the heck? But number 7, I'm giving to K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, I know this film was absolutely getting more glaze than a dozen batch of donuts at Krispy Kreme, but I saw I saw like very few clips of it because I didn't want to spoil it because I truly did want to watch it unspoiled. So I waited and I saw it with one of my friends who is a big K-pop fan. Shout out to them. If you're watching, you know who you are. And I'm so glad I waited because this film genuinely blew me away with how good it was. The visuals were great. The songs, absolute fucking banger songs. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are on my playlist, but just absolute banger songs. Like the animation, that 12 like frame rate animation, like the Spider-Verse animation, is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. The story was compelling. I liked it. like I said, songs, absolute heaters in there. Yeah, visually, it was a very stunning film visually, so that's what also drew me into it. So yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters absolutely is worthy of number 7. Number 6, the number 6 spot, I saw it recently, number 6 is going to go to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I know the film was, taken over, like, critics' knees and spanked, but as I said in my review video, it was not made for critics. The video was not made for critics. Not the video. Wow, my brain is freaking blue screen right now. The movie was not made for critics. It was made for the fans. And they listened to the criticism of the fans from the first movie and applied it to this film. And oh my god, it works so beautifully. Like, I know critics are gonna, like I said, I know critics giving it shit. There are like two, three things I don't like about this film. I don't care about that. I hate AI. I'm just not gonna get into that. But yeah, there are like 3 things I don't like about this film. So I'm not gonna get too dive into spoilers because it's a film that if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, you got to see it in theaters. I have it unspoiled or watch it. Yeah, so the great moments, great fan service, but also like I just really liked it. And once again, Jim Henson's Creature Shop absolutely blew it out of the water with the animatronic designs. Oh my god, they are so good. Anyway, so yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's absolutely worthy of number 6. Number 5. Number 5 is a horror film I saw this year that that was a global phenomenon that caught everyone's attention, had everyone by the freaking hair locks. Weapons. The film Weapons. I saw this opening night, and I want to say it. This film, like if you've seen my TikToks, this film had me like for a good hour after I saw it, brain blue screening and just genuinely like, what did I just watch? Because it's a horror film, but it's also a dark comedy in sort of way. But Zach Cregger, the director who directed Barbarian, if you haven't seen that one, you need to watch that unspoiled. Watch Barbarian unspoiled. He honestly upped himself with this film. He like Barbarian, he did better than Barbarian. And this film, it's just amazing. I don't want to dive into spoilers, but like the cinematography, the camera work, the story, and I'll say it, the jump scares, the horror moments when they really do go for it, it gets you. And it has one of the funniest / darkest comedic endings in history. Holy crap, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, Weapons, absolutely worthy of number 5. Number 4, I'm going to put Superman at number 4. Superman I'm not going to lie to you, I had not seen the original Superman with Christopher Reeve until until this year. I watched it for the first time with my mother this year, literally the day before, to prep for this film. I know it doesn't have no correlation, but I just wanted to. And I'm not gonna lie, I see what people meant by when they saw that film and whenever it came out, that they believed a man could fly. And that film was amazing. Christopher Reeve, man, rest in peace. You are an absolute an absolute treasure, man. We love you, Christopher Reeve. But yeah, so this film, Superman, I saw it opening night, the fan event with my mother, and I was freaking stunned, blown away by this film. And I know people gave it criticism, like, oh, if you hate the film, you're racist or something, but like, don't listen to that stuff. It's just stupid. But yeah, Superman, I'm trying not to get into spoilers, like I said. Superman is a amazing film. It made me believe a man could fly again. This film is what a true hero looks like. There is a scene in here where during a city destruction, I know it's a little spoilery, he saves a fucking squirrel from getting killed. He swoops in and saves a squirrel. Like that is what a hero should be. That is Superman. If you want to feel like powerful and feel like see what justice should be, watch Superman. It is oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, Superman, absolutely worthy of number 4. Now we're getting into the top 3. So number 3 is going to go to Fantastic Four: First Steps. like I said, Marvel with Thunderbolts, they stepping up their game, and it made me believe Marvel's back. And as you all know, the journey with Fantastic Four films hasn't been the best. The two original, the Fantastic Four, and then Rise of Silver Surfer, those were pretty decent films. It's just they weren't the best. They really couldn't tell a compelling story. Rise of the Silver Surfer, especially, I was really looking forward to Galactus. Instead, all we got was like a cloud, which you guys know the controversy behind that. And then the 2015, I believe, reboot with Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. I'm not trying to like make any points about that. I'm just saying that's the only way I remember it, because the movie is genuinely so fucking forgettable. It's the one with the 4 as the Fant 4 stick. It's that one. Oh, that one was so bad. I literally watched all 3 just to get prepped for this film. I know they have no correlation, but oh my god. But I saw Fantastic Four opening night in IMAX, and I was blown away by, I was like, oh my god, Marvel delivered, just delivered another heater. It was amazing. It was great. All the actors, I think they did a great job, especially Vanessa Kirby. I think she did great. Joseph Quinn, Pedro Pascal, and I forget his, I'm so sorry. I forget the Thing's actor's name, but here's the thing. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, all the actors did great, especially Galactus's actor, Ralph. I don't know, the first name's Ralph, though. He did amazing. All the scenes Galactus was in, and IMAX, too, when he first appeared, like, the theater shook when he spoke. Oh my god, yeah, Galactus, it was beautiful, and it sets up the next phase of Marvel perfectly, and I know this is gonna, well, spoil, well, if you've seen it, you don't really spoil it. It leads perfectly in Avengers Doomsday, so yeah, Fantastic Four, absolutely worthy of number 3. Now, number 2, I really, really don't want to give this one number 2. It's absolutely worthy of number 1. It's a TV show. But I just can't give it number 1, because I'll get to that in a minute. But this, whatever. But number 1, no, not number 1, number 2, Andor Season 2. And you know what? Screw it. I don't break my own rules. I'm including this as Season 1, and I know that this is a tier for films I saw in 2025. TV series and films I saw in 2025. I'm counting Season 1 of this one too, because I don't really care. And Andor Season 1. When I first saw Andor Season 1, the first 2 episodes didn't really hook me, because it was such a different version of what Star Wars is. And then episodes 3 through 12 had me so invested, and I was like, oh my god, genuinely Star Wars is back, and I'm actually excited to watch Star Wars again. Because if you have been a Star Wars fan and you have gone through the Disney era Star Wars, you know how fucking painful it can be. It is so sad to see what they've done with the films, the TV series. It's all just like mediocre written garbage. Some very bad slot. The Acolyte and Book of Boba Fett, Rise of Skywalker 2, Last Jedi. It's just so sad. And Andor, literally, it's unreal that Andor is a Disney Plus show, that it's from Disney Star Wars. It's unreal. And I was so hyped for Season 2. And when Season 2 dropped, it was similar. The first 2 episodes, I mean, I was interested, but they didn't really, like, hook me, but I was still very invested. But I was like, okay, where's this gonna go? I will say, first episode, if you have seen it, a little spoiler, the TIE Avenger, I was so glad they brought the TIE Avenger into canon. That's awesome. I love it. And then what they do with the like I said, episodes 3 through 12 with the first season, what they do with episodes 3 through 12 of the second season of Andor, it's fucking, I don't even know, like, what like, calling Andor Season 2 a masterpiece is almost an insult, is almost insulting the series. I don't know what word above masterpiece is there, but I don't know. But Andor Season 2 is I don't know what word to describe it. It is literally a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece of cinema. It's not just good for Star Wars, it is just good in general. Like, if this is your first introduction to Star Wars, which it shouldn't be, but if you just watch the series, you will recognize that it's not just good for the franchise, it is good for TV in general. Like, episode 8 is probably it is the best episode out of season 2. I'm not going to get into spoilers because you need to watch this unspoiled. But I can't talk about it without getting spoiled, so I'm not going to go tell you that. But Andor season 2, a fucking masterpiece. And I'm so sad because Disney will never learn from this. Disney will never learn. They were just going to continue making slop and whatnot. Andor was a gift that we did not deserve. So Andor absolutely worth their number 2. And number 1, like I said, this does not include this is not a tier list of films that came out this year. It's films and TV series that I saw this year. And in April of 2025, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith was re-released in theaters. Actually, just give me 1 second. Yeah, we're just gonna... Okay, there we go. Yes, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith was re-released for its 20th anniversary in theaters. I went to go see it opening night. Because it was out for like a week. I went to go see it opening night. The theater was full of just Star Wars nerds and fans. Oh my god, it was the best movie experience of my life. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not, like, you can't change my mind. Revenge of the Sith. My favorite film of all time. 10 out of 10 perfect. No flaws in the film. That's it. Anyway, so that's the tier list with number 1, Revenge of the Sith, 2 being Andor, 3 is Fantastic Four, 4 Superman, 5 Weapons, 6 Five Nights at Freddy's 2, 7 K-Pop Demon Hunters, 8 It Welcome to Derry, 9 28 Years Later, and 10 Thunderbolts. I hope you guys have a wonderful, had a wonderful Christmas, and I wish you all a happy 2026. I wish you all the best, and hope the year is good for you all. Thank you. See you later.